the States that want to come to Japan, like, yes, their main goal is like just live here, like quality of life and things. But, they're always saying like, oh, but like, well, I guess from US, the tax is quite similar,
Yeah.
the rate. But if you're coming from like Singapore, Dubai, and all these lower cost tax bases, then it becomes a little bit challenging.
Because they have no tax or 5 or 10% tax.
Correct.
And you can go work there. So that is a competitive advantage for the Dubais of the world.
Right, and that's why
But then you also have to live in Dubai,
Yes.
which might, if somebody's making a choice, maybe Japan has a bit of an edge culturally.
Yeah, so I see, a lot of sort of like, let's say YouTubers, for example, right? They are Japanese, but they live in Dubai. But they travel here back to Japan, but they don't stay over 183 days, or they go to different places, right? Because they're a remote job anyways.
Remote has changed everything.
Yes. And also that affected the talent market a little bit, because now everyone's like, hey, I only want to do remote, or like, I only want to go to the office twice a week.
Got it.
But we are starting to have that return to office culture back, right?
Let's talk about that. The return to office culture, do you believe a startup, 5 days a week in the office, 6 days a week in the office, just really crushing it, has a major advantage over those that allow work from home and remote?
Yeah, so I always thought about this as a founder as well, right? Because actually hires a remote first. But I see a lot of these companies that is in tech, startup, they just started. And I think like the energy that they have, the mentality that they have, kind of go on the field, fight on the field and leave everything there. I see that a lot with like the return to office. And I see a lot of like startups who have a return to office like 5 days a week. Yeah, they're crushing it, right? But then there's remote where, of course, there are distractions. So it's kind of hard to find the right balance. But with remote, you can actually access good talent as well, right? So it's really the trade-off. But if I could, I would like to have like everyday office culture, especially in kind of our stage of the business, because it's like we're just starting. We want to hustle. We want to be aligned. Spend time together, and yeah.
And it's hard to reverse it once you've gone down one of the different paths. We as a company have done return to office as an investment firm. We now have, I think, 12 of our 20 people in office. And I told everybody, you can work from home if you're in the top 25% of the company. And I said that when the company was 100% remote. And they said, well, what happens to everybody else? And I said, I don't know. What happens to everybody else? And performance went up. We do allow some remote work, but those people are expected to really be the highest performers if they want to have that ability. If you watch the video version of the pod on YouTube, you've probably noticed that Alex and I have radiant, beautiful skin. I don't like to talk about it, but we all see it, right? And that's not just a genetic accident. It's because of our newest partner, Caldera Lab. They've spent years developing and testing skincare products specifically for men. And they make your skin feel smoother and healthier. Gives you a more youthful experience, and who doesn't want that? When you're getting up there in your late 30s like me, you get this puffiness around your eyes, maybe even dark circles like I have, but Caldera's Eye Serum makes your skin more resilient, and it leaves me looking well-rested, even when my sleep number, sometimes it dips a bit, right? I only get 6 or 7 hours. So it's time to elevate your skincare routine with Caldera. Head to calderalab.com /twist and use the code TWIST at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's CALDERALAB.com /twist. calderalab.com /twist.